As we start to collect all the fallen leaves this time of year, we want to think about how we're going to manage all of this material. Burning leaves or bagging them and sending them to the landfill are two ways that don't really fit with today's environmental needs. Bagged leaves take up a lot of precious space in the landfill, and burning contributes to air pollution and also the risk of wildfires. Another way that we can manage our leaves is by composting. And while we can build nice compost bins, a simple pile works just as well. And as we build our compost pile, we want to think of creating one a size of about 3 to 4 feet, because this is going to be large enough to allow the pile to heat up, but small enough to manage. So to get started, we're going to create a pile in layers. And the layers are going to include an even mixture of green and brown material. And so for brown material, I'm using dried plant materials, such as our leaves, some pine needles, any dried plant material that you have in the landscape. And the green material can include grass clippings, or what I have here are some plants that we pulled out from the vegetable garden. I have some sweet potato vines to add to the mix. And as you add more and more material throughout the years, you want to keep that ratio pretty even of green to brown. And what this does is it balances out the ratio of nitrogen and carbon in our pile. Now, to get this started, if you have manure available, you want to add about 1 inch or 2 of manure, and that's going to add some nitrogen to feed the microorganisms that are breaking down our pile. But you can also use a fertilizer, and you want to add about 1 cup and just spread it evenly throughout your pile, and this will provide the necessary nitrogen to feed our microorganisms. The final component is we need to give our pile some microorganisms to get things started, and we're going to do this by simply adding native soils. These have, actually I'm going to dump this, we have a nice assemblage of microorganisms already in our soils, and these will start to break down our organic matter, and we only need about 1 inch or 2 spread evenly over the surface of our pile. And as we contribute to this, it'll grow and it'll get larger in size, but we want to maintain it about 3 feet. If we get more than that, 3 or 4 feet, go ahead and start another pile. Now we can also add a commercial compost starter that will add and introduce microorganisms to this soil. Now, kitchen scraps are great for our compost pile, but we want to avoid meats as well as bone and fatty materials. We also want to avoid putting pet wastes into our compost. And as we put plant material in, especially from our vegetable gardens, try to avoid introducing diseased material and weed seeds. That'll certainly help us in managing our pile. Now, the pile needs oxygen, which we get through aeration or turning our pile, and it also needs water. So the microorganisms need that oxygen to break material down. So as this decomposes, it's a little hard to turn now, but we just want to come in with a fork and turn the material over after it's had a little bit of time to break down. And what that'll do is just stir things around and get some air into the center of the pile. The center of this pile is going to heat up as decomposition takes place. The other thing we want to do is keep our pile damp. Like all organisms, microorganisms need a little bit of water, but if we get the pile too wet, then we reduce that oxygen that's available for them. So we want to go ahead and keep our pile damp, turn it regularly, and we will soon have a rich source of organic matter that we could put back into our gardens. Now, whether you decide to build a series of large compost bins or just manage a simple pile such as this, if we keep that material in our landscape and stop throwing it out, we're going to have wonderful, rich organic material to add back to our gardens.
We hope you've enjoyed this classic from the Oklahoma Gardening Vault. Remember, even though these tips and techniques are timeless, there's always something new to learn in the world of gardening. By subscribing to both Oklahoma Gardening and OK Gardening Classics, you'll have access to a wealth of gardening knowledge, both classic and contemporary.